Most drivers hear the term eCVT and immediately assume it's just another version of a regular CVT transmission. That's one of the biggest misconceptions in the automotive world. In reality, Toyota's hybrid eCVT works nothing like the belt and pulley CVTs found in many gasoline vehicles. It doesn't use a belt, doesn't have stepped gears, and technically isn't even a conventional transmission. Instead, it relies on an advanced power-splitting system that has helped Toyota hybrids earn a reputation for exceptional fuel economy, smooth performance, and long-term reliability. So why do so many people still confuse the two? And what makes the eCVT one of the biggest reasons Toyota hybrids regularly reach hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal drivetrain problems? In this video, we'll break down exactly how Toyota's 2026 hybrid eCVT works, why it's so durable, and why understanding it could completely change how you view hybrid technology. The obvious question is this: if an eCVT has no belt, no pulleys, and no traditional gear changes, how does it control power so smoothly? The answer is a compact Planetary gear set. Instead of shifting through fixed gears, this system continuously balances power between the gasoline engine, the electric motors, and the wheels. That is why Toyota's hybrid eCVT can change the effective gear ratio without the noticeable shifts found in a conventional automatic transmission. Inside the system are three main components: the sun gear at the center, several planet gears rotating around it, and an outer ring gear. Together, they form what Toyota commonly calls the power split device because the system does more than transfer power. It divides and combines it. Two electric motor generators are also connected to this arrangement. MG1 mainly starts the engine, generates electricity, and helps control engine speed. MG2 is the larger traction motor responsible for driving the wheels, assisting the engine during acceleration, and recovering energy through regenerative braking. The clever part is that all these components work together electronically. By adjusting the speed of MG1, the hybrid system can control the relationship between engine speed and wheel speed. This creates the smooth, continuously variable feeling of an eCVT without using a fragile belt or a traditional multi-speed gearbox. When a hybrid vehicle pulls away from a complete stop, the gasoline engine may remain switched off. In many situations, MG2, the main traction motor, provides the initial movement using electricity stored in the hybrid battery. This is why hybrids can feel quiet, smooth, and responsive at low speeds. MG2 also plays a major role in regenerative braking. When the driver lifts off the accelerator or presses the brake pedal, the motor can operate as a generator. Instead of allowing all that motion to be lost as heat through the brakes, the system converts part of the vehicle's kinetic energy into electricity and sends it back to the battery. During strong acceleration, overtaking, or climbing a steep hill, MG2 works alongside the gasoline engine to provide extra torque. It is also responsible for reversing the vehicle. Most eCVT hybrid systems do not use a conventional reverse gear. Instead, the control system commands MG2 to rotate in the opposite direction, moving the car backwards. MG1 has a different role. It acts as the engine starter, so the hybrid system does not require a traditional starter motor. Once the gasoline engine is running, MG1 can generate electricity for the battery or supply power directly to MG2. It also helps control engine speed, allowing the power split system to create the smooth, continuously variable driving experience associated with an eCVT. The electricity produced by MG1 can be sent back to the hybrid battery or delivered directly to MG2 to support acceleration. However, MG1's most important function is controlling the speed of the gasoline engine, and this is where the eCVT becomes especially clever. Inside the Planetary gear set, the engine, MG1 and MG2 are mechanically linked. MG1 is connected to the sun gear, the engine turns the planet carrier, and MG2 is linked to the ring gear, which also transfers power toward the drive wheels. Because these components are connected, changing the speed of one affects the movement of the others. When the vehicle begins moving, MG2 can drive the wheels using battery power while the engine remains off. As more speed or power is required, MG1 quickly spins the engine to start it. The engine and MG2 can then work together to propel the vehicle. At the same time, MG1 may operate as a generator, converting part of the engine's power into electricity. That electricity can recharge the battery or be sent directly to MG2. By constantly adjusting MG1's speed, the hybrid control system keeps the engine operating in an efficient RPM range while still matching the driver's demand for acceleration. When the vehicle comes to a stop, the gasoline engine can shut down because no power is needed to keep the car stationary. As the vehicle slows, MG2 changes from a drive motor into a generator. It uses the turning wheels to recover part of the vehicle's kinetic energy and send electricity back to the hybrid battery through regenerative braking. Reversing is also handled differently from a conventional transmission. There is usually no dedicated reverse gear. Instead, MG2 simply rotates in the opposite direction, causing the drive wheels to move backwards. But this raises an important question. If the eCVT uses fixed gears, how can it create the continuously variable effect of countless gear ratios? The answer is MG1. By changing the speed and direction of MG1, the system changes the relationship between engine RPM and wheel speed. When MG1 spins in one direction at a higher speed, the engine can operate faster while the wheels turn more slowly, creating an effect similar to a low gear with strong pulling power. As MG1 slows down, more of the engine's rotation contributes to wheel speed, producing a ratio similar to a medium gear. MG1 can even rotate in the opposite direction, allowing wheel speed to increase further. So, the eCVT does not physically shift gears. Instead, it electronically controls MG1 to create a continuously changing effective gear ratio. When MG1 rotates in the opposite direction, the effective ratio changes again, allowing the wheels to turn faster relative to engine speed. This creates an effect similar to a high gear. By precisely controlling MG1's speed and direction, the hybrid system can produce a wide range of continuously changing ratios without shifting physical gears. The electronic part of eCVT comes from the computer-controlled coordination between the engine, MG1, MG2, the inverter, and the hybrid battery. The control system constantly adjusts power flow to keep the gasoline engine operating near its most efficient speed whenever possible. That means engine RPM does not always rise in direct proportion to road speed. Whether the vehicle is moving slowly or cruising at highway speed, the system can use the electric motors to balance torque, engine load, and wheel speed. In slow traffic, the engine may remain off, while MG2 moves the vehicle using stored battery energy. When more power is needed, the engine restarts automatically and works with the electric motor. During deceleration, energy is recovered and stored for later use. This constant coordination is the real reason an eCVT delivers smooth acceleration, strong fuel economy, and fewer mechanical wear components. Many Toyota hybrids also pair this system with an Atkinson cycle engine, but that technology deserves its own full explanation. Thanks for watching.